Hey guys, it's Stars and Moon Tarot, and I am back again with another daily reading. This is going to be for February 10th, and I'm just going to jump right into it. We have the Wild Offering and then the Witch's Tarot right there, so let's get started. And I think I finally figured out how to get the camera on my phone to work, so I'm pretty excited about that. Don't have to do any other steps, and I can just stream it straight to YouTube, so I'm pretty happy about that. Whew. Yeah, definitely see a lot of action going on with the wands right here. But I feel like for quite a few of you today, you're gonna deal with a lot of structure, a lot of traditional things, but it's gonna irritate the crap out of you. You're gonna notice the idiosyncrasies, how things need to change, but the people around you, they just don't want to change. You realize the things, that just aren't working out for you, that's kind of impeding you. It could be from your goals, things that you want to achieve. It could be limiting mindsets that you have. But I feel like for quite a few of you, this is a work related situation, and there needs to be some sort of teamwork sort of a thing that you need to come together, like a group project. But it's just not really working out because the people that you're working with, they're just no, I want to stay this way, because the High Priest is represented by the Hierophant. Hierophant is associated with the astrological sign Taurus. Taurus are known for being stubborn, and once when they have something, they'll stick with it to the bitter end. And that can be a good trait, but it can also be a bad trait, because if something needs to change, they're not going to change it. They're just going to stick with it. And it can kind of impede progress. So I feel like for you, you want to make positive changes. And it could just be, you're releasing the toxic energy from the past couple of days. So now you want to take the steps forward, start on that new beginning. But it could be that it's going to take a while to get there. And to do that, you're going to have to kind of be really focused and intentional about what direction you want to go. But I feel you're going to have the strength to do that, because also you have the Ace of Wands here, and this is representative of new beginnings. It's the purest form of whatever that suite occupies, and in this case it's wands. Wands represent action, so I feel you're just going to be doing things. You might have some thoughts about it, but you're just here to get stuff done. And then the King of whatever suite it occupies, this is what I see as being mastered in that. So you have the very beginning of that suite, and you have the very end of that suite. So I feel you are definitely gonna master that. You're gonna master your actions. So these changes, there might be a lot of people that are just no, I don't want to change, I don't want to do this. Eventually they'll see the light, and they will probably come around, and they're probably going to kick themselves in the butt for not making changes sooner, or not taking a chance on those opportunities. And that could also be a downside to if you don't jump on something, because maybe you're one of those people that just oh, I don't really want to change, and you're probably going to kick yourself if you don't make those changes. So you might want to jump on that. But I also the Two of Swords. This is where I get the friction from that, because they're kind of blind to the outside world, what else is happening, so I feel the people, again, that you're surrounding yourself with, they just don't want to change. They just want to stay as things are, and you're just Taurus can be patient, too, and I feel you've kind of had your boiling point with this. You're just no, enough is enough. Things need to change, because yesterday I was mentioning maybe some of you you want to take a step back, but you kind of saw that as a humiliation thing. You're taking a step back so then you can kind of restore balance within everything. And I think that was also one of the cards yesterday, Queen of Swords, or maybe it was a different day. And a Queen of Swords represented by Libra, they like to have balance, compromise, that sort of stuff. So I feel today is kind of somewhat of a continuation of that. Like you're taking a step back, so then it restores balance for everybody because you want to work smarter, not harder. And you're realizing some of the things that are happening at work. Like you're just working harder and not smarter. And again, like I feel like your changes, they're gonna like happen. They're gonna make everybody stronger. Like if they're not jumping on that ship right now, they're gonna kick themselves like for not doing it. Because I also see like the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, like they're both the same number. So I feel like you're in tarot, like these balance each other out, but I feel like your words are matching your actions. Like you're not doing anything to deceive people. You're not doing anything to like get ahead of yourself or whatever. You're just trying to like help everybody else out too. And you're going to have the smarts to like go around the difficult parts. And you're definitely going to have the energy to like overcome those obstacles as well. Gosh. Yeah, you're going to have the energy to overcome those obstacles. And oh, yeah, and this could be, like I said, like this could be a work situation. This could apply to school. Maybe like you're dealing with really stubborn teachers and you have to do everything like by the book, and it's just like irritating the crap out of you, and it's making you really frustrated because you just want to get stuff done. But they're just like, no, you have to go step by step by step. And you're just like, oh, this is so stupid. Like, why am I doing this? It could be like, what is it? It could be like you're in a relationship too, and like maybe you're just like hitting a tipping point as well where you're like, okay, like you've noticed like maybe some toxic patterns in the relationship, and you're just like, okay, like this is bugging me, like I can't do this anymore. Like you're awakening to like more of what you want and you need, and you're telling this to that person, and you're just like, okay, like I don't like this. So something needs to like change too. Like, yeah, you're realizing, like maybe toxic patterns in this person. You're telling them like what irritates you. And I feel like you're no longer going to stay in that situation. Like you're going to have your sense of self-worth and just get up and leave. Like have that confidence in yourself that like there's going to be new and better beginnings. Because the Strength card is associated with Leo. King of Wands is associated with Leo as well, and they are very like they have a lot of confidence in themselves, and they also have like high sense of self-worth for them, like self-love, that sort of stuff. So I feel like if you are in a bad situation, you're gonna have the strength to walk away. Like maybe that's gonna be like you're gonna apply to different jobs that fit more of your values, like what's in tune with your higher self. It could be like you're gonna like leave that relationship and maybe focus more on like what you want and need, what you value. What you value. There was something else too. Oh, it could be that you're awakening to like maybe the not so great personality traits of yourself, and you're not gonna like mince words and cut it out. You're just gonna look at this from a very like logical, energetic standpoint, and you're gonna be like, okay, I don't like this in myself. I'm gonna work at it. I'm gonna cut it out, because like maybe before you were very like emotional, because I see in the spread like the only thing that's missing is the Cups and Pentacles, but Taurus is also associated with Pentacles. A Hierophant is there, so you could say like there's some stability in here, but like the Cups are missing, and that's like the emotional, intuitive, like creative part that's missing here. So yeah, I get the feeling that like you're looking at this from like a logical and energetic standpoint. You're just like, this needs to get done. I'm not gonna like let my emotions cloud this. But you're gonna have a good sense of judgment about it too. So yeah, way to take charge. Way to be the leader. Yeah, way to be the leader, because like got King of Wands right there too. Awesome. So let's see what the Wild Offering Oracle has to say about this. Work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is the complete source for all prosperity, and all will provide. Yeah, so like I was saying, like the changes that you want to make, it's to like help everybody else. Like you're not doing it, to like for you to selfishly like profit off of this. You you genuinely want to help other people because you're realizing, okay, like this just isn't working. It's making more problems than it is solving problems. And that's what you're about. And, you know, I feel like that's, like, it's going to be good stuff that's coming from it. It might take, you know, some time for some people to change, and they're probably going to kick themselves in the butt for not doing it sooner, but it's going to bring good stuff. Or wait, oh, yeah, and work as well, like not just like physical work, like a job, but it could be like, I realize that this situation isn't working out for me, so I'm going to leave it. Or I'm going to take the necessary steps to improve it. And I definitely feel that's the case, like if you're improving yourself. But otherwise, if you just keep on going over and over, like at a job, relationship, whatever, you're going to have the strength and leave it behind. Okay. Gratitude. Find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now and let the gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm, like the warmth of the sun. So I get a couple of different things from the gratitude. One, so like when I was saying, you know, like you want to implement these things at work, I feel like, you know, a lot of people are going to resist that, but it's like they're like vibing kind of like on a lower energy. They're just like, no matter if you give them like logic, no matter what you tell them, what you do to them, they're just not going to get it, you know. They're just not going to jump onto it because they're like a negative Nancy, you know. And I feel like they're going to be very petty too, like they're going to complain about anything, you know, and everything. So like maybe not saying that you have to do this for them, but it could just be that they have a lack of gratitude. Like you could be making like sacrifices yourself, but they just keep on like taking, and they don't even like appreciate, you know, like anything that's like around them right now. So they're vibing on like a very low energy. But something that they could do, or if you end up like absorbing that, if you like feel other people's emotions, whatever, like something to get out of that is just to appreciate like where you're at now. Like you might be going through some struggles, but you can still like find something to be happy about. And if you read The Power, they say, you know, to get like onto those higher vibes, like enjoy what you have right now, be grateful for like what you have, do what you love, be happy, that sort of stuff. And then it says like the warmth of the sun. A lot of people associate like Leos with the sun, like that kind of energy. So you could be like that, you know, just like radiating a lot of warmth. And also, oh, I didn't think about this before, but not that it has to like go with gratitude, but what is it? It could be too like the approach that you're taking to make these changes. Like, you know, because they're very like stubborn people, they might also be like super sensitive as well. A straightforward approach might rub them the wrong way. So it sounds like if you're a very like straightforward person, you know, and you don't want to beat around the bush, and I definitely feel like this is the kind of energy that you're going to take on with these projects, like you might want to think of a different way to approach that, you know, to like get more people on your side, because that might help the cause. But then again, you know, like I said, you know, if you try to explain like logic to them and they just don't, like it doesn't get to them, then that's their loss. But maybe it will do something, you know. You could be like, hey, yeah, like I kind of understand that, but you know, like this stuff, like yeah, change can suck, but this is meant for you to grow from it. And like some people, they see like change as like, oh, this is so terrible or whatever, you know, but they see it as an obstacle, but it should be like a challenge that should be like fun and exciting, you know. So like maybe if you put it as something like that, I don't know, I'm just giving out ideas. But yeah, I see with gratitude, like these people are just vibing on a low energy. They're not like appreciating what they have. Taurus, like this high priest, I'm just drawn back to that constantly. Like Taurus, they definitely take the time to like appreciate what they have, you know, and maybe that's what you can do too, to like vibrate on those high things. Like, yeah, it might be frustrating to deal with these coworkers, but like you're still grateful to have like this opportunity to like change things around. And maybe that will make you, you know, like feel happier, like you're working towards yourself. That, there we go. Yeah, like you're working on yourself. If you're trying to get out of a toxic relationship, you're just like, I feel really good. Like, I went through this phase, and now I'm ready to start on something different, something exciting. Yeah. Intention. Intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true. So with this, it says, may I always focus on the highest. I definitely think of like something spiritual, like something bigger than yourself, because like you have the high priest. They were kind of like the communicators between the gods and the people. So and then it says high priest, like they're very connected to God. And then there's this like that infinity symbol, like they're connected to God, or like a higher being. And then like the kings way back when, as some people thought that the gods picked like the kings and queens, so they were seen like high like that as well. And I feel like you're gonna, like, your intentions are good because you want to improve, like I was saying before, or like this work oracle card was saying, like you want to alleviate people's suffering. So like your intentions behind it, they're good. Like you're not trying to like pickpocket off of somebody, because like the downside of Seven of Swords is like deceit, trickery, that sort of stuff. Like you're not trying to do that. You're just trying to help people. And it could be like these low reviving people, like that's what they're trying to do, like they're just not seeing the good side of it at all, and they're trying to like pull the wool over your eyes of some other sort of like schemes and plans and that sort of stuff. But you're just like, no, I genuinely want to help people. Like I want to make this easier for people. And I can't remember who like said the power of intention. I can't remember if it was in The Secret, like this book that I read, or if it was something by Wayne Dyer. I can't remember what his last name was. But they're just like the power of intention, like that's strong. Like you have those intentions like to start something, and then it just builds from there. Like it'll start manifesting now. So, and also like I feel strongly like you're gonna have like the smarts and the action. I can't remember if I said this or not, but whatever plans you set out for yourself, like whether it's at work, at home, on yourself, whatever it is, I feel like you're gonna have the smarts and the energy to like overcome it. So it could be like a diet, some sort of like self-improvement program, whatever it is, you're gonna have the smarts and the strength to like overcome the obstacles, or you're gonna have the strength to leave behind what's no longer working for you. And yeah, I think that is it. I think I covered everything. And if you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you, or if this video resonated with you, I would love to hear how it resonated with you. And make sure you hit the like button if you did like this video, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I do daily readings. I also have an Instagram page where I post daily readings, positive affirmations, and inspirational quotes if you guys want to check that out. Otherwise, I think that's it. Oh, and I'm also doing a free giveaway. Just head back to my February 6th video and you can get more details on that, but I'm picking 5 winners on Tuesday, so if you want to be a part of that, make sure you go check that video out and follow those instructions there. Otherwise, I will talk to you later. Bye!